Welcome to the home of the DIY movement, where we build stuff and paint things.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, I'm painting like the balloon.
Oh, you want to paint it? Okay.
Oh.
What?
We got some Winston.
Good thing we're shaking the firewall.
I thought we were gonna fix it.
Shit.
And it's pretty amazing how the inner rocker, well, the middle rocker and the inner rocker are shot. When you guys are buying these cars, is if this area right here is lumpy, it needs box brace, period. And if it needs box brace, it most likely needs a little bit more than that. But it's in. Some people might say, you didn't do it the right way. Well, it's in, and it ain't gonna fall out.
I had a car once.
What have you done, Bobby?
Reveal all the secrets.
I'm going backwards.
Doing it backwards? What? What do you think, man? You like it's like McDonald's? I'm loving it. So what's the plan? What you got? We factored that in. Floors, you know, oh yeah, for a lot of people, that just rolls off their tongue. Needs floors and rockers. Like, that's so easy to say, but man, that's a buttload of work.
Yeah.
Fucking bullshit, man.
Yeah.
What you looking at me like that for, Bobby?
Hey, we want to take this? I have
Yeah.
to do more.
Yeah. Oh, each one came with a, yeah, trash it. If each one came with one, you don't need that.
So if we get another one, let's go one.
Okay, we're throwing two. Put it in your front seat. Yeah.
Why Bobby give me that side eye, man? Like I ain't speaking about.
Because it's a shit box.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm only
That's good, though.
being real.
All right, y'all, welcome back. Today is Friday, 4th of July, 2025. It's Independence Day. Hope everybody's having a good time celebrating country's independence. Big weekend for the car. 62 here. We're going to be painting it. Today's Friday, so we're going to seal it. First order of business is to clean out the shop. Shop's pretty filthy. Everything that's on wheels is getting moved out. We're going to sweep, rinse down the floor, take everything out that don't need to be in here. And that's probably going to take about 5 hours. And then we're going to wheel this thing back in and wipe it down and seal it. So the first order of business is to start moving stuff around, man. I got to get the Cadillac out of here, everything that's on wheels. I got some help on the way, but it's been quite a journey on the 62 here. Where we last left off, we wet sanded the whole thing at 600. So we're gonna briefly go over it real quick to re-scratch it up a little bit. And I look to seal it probably around 5 to 6 o'clock tonight, this afternoon, evening, before the bugs come out. And we're gonna get on it early in the morning tomorrow. Plan to start base coat 5 a.m. tomorrow. Hopefully be done by lunchtime. So, we bring you guys back once we start moving around. All right, so here we are. We got everything cleaned out. We've wiped the car down at least 3 times. We used these just regular old shop towels for those 3 times, and then we went with the tough cloths for the final time. The solvent-based wax and grease remover, and it's been about 30 minutes. So we got Bobby over there tack ragging. Just the last final step before sealer. This is how we staged it out. I mixed the epoxy and I reduced it 25%. So it was 12 ounces of epoxy, 12 ounces of activator to make 24, 6 ounces of reducer. And you can see the consistency is real similar to base coat, a little bit thicker. So what we're going to do, we're sealing it with this reduced epoxy to fill any 600 grit scratches, you know, help fill those, and act as a adhesion promoter because it's glue. So usually on small stuff, I mix it 1 to 1 to 1, and which is 50% reduction, and I spray it like within 30 minutes. So this time we went a little bit thicker, and we're gonna spray the base coat in about 12 hours. So we're gonna let it sit overnight, and then come back in the morning, denib any little things with 1,000 grit, and go straight to base coat. You don't got to touch it unless it has a nib. You don't got to do anything. It's still the epoxy, which we're using as a sealer, is still open, so it's ready to grab onto the base. So you got the open epoxy, base, 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 clear, clear, clear. Boom, you got a big old that ain't gonna chip. So just a quick walk around. Not a whole lot of breakthrough, so what I plan to do in a second here is I'm gonna spot in all the breakthroughs. So, you know, any areas that we broke through sanding, spot those in first. I think the most is on the drip rail. So we have to spray these panels flat so that the base coat, you know, matches. I really hate trying to clear these panels flat because they are going to get dirt nibs, but it's just part of the game. Part of the backyard garage paint job game. So everything is clean. We masked the moonroof. We stuffed paper in the doors. We stuffed paper in the cowl, just to keep any dust down. You know, I mean, it takes not even a minute. Ball it up and throw it in there, versus when you're trying to spray and something shoots out. So lock that down. Mask the firewall. We also mask under the hood and trunk. Pretty good. And we scuffed the little lip here. Little lip, so whenever we go spray base coat, we're gonna have to hit it. We also masked the racks, just as a little last minute precaution, just to try and keep the job as clean as possible. Little things like that can, you know, these things are filthy, so, you know, but now they're clean. The trunk, we just threw some towels in there, man. We're not really too worried about it because the base coat matches the Raptor. So any overspray of the base coat is gonna blend in. So we're about ready to roll. So let's get these fans on. It's hot. 90 degrees. So when you spray this stuff as a sealer, you just want coverage. That's it. You want uniform coverage. You definitely don't want to try and get a run or anything stupid like that. You just want coverage. One real light coat. Probably mixed too much, but that's all right. Bobby got a lot of money, so it's all good.
All right, here we are spraying the sealer. Like I say, I mixed it, reduced it 25%. We end up spraying, I believe, 75 ounces of sealer. And when you're spraying the sealer, you really want just uniform coverage. Once you reach that point, you know, you're good. You don't need to pile it on. You definitely don't want to run it. I mean, it's not the end of the world if you do. You can always, you know, come back and sand it out before base coat. But you're just trying to get uniform coverage, any breakthroughs you have, and you want to, you know, it's promoting adhesion. You're also helping fill the sanding scratches that you put in, you know, before the sealer. So whether it be 400, 600, maybe even 320, the sealer fills those scratches so that the base coat doesn't have to, I guess you could say, work as hard. Sealer is cheaper than base coat, so if you can put 1 coat of sealer and save yourself 1 coat of base coat, that can potentially be saving you, 2 quarts of base, which could turn into, a few $100s worth of base coat. So usually I like to seal the cars. Sometimes we don't. Just depends on what we're painting. Painting all the panels like this at one time, it was a pretty big task. It was a lot of spraying going on, for sure. 75 ounces for sealer and 75 ounces for each coat of base. Between 60 and 75 ounces for each coat of base. We ended up putting 4 coats of base, which was more than I thought was going to take. When I painted the underside of the hood and the trunk, it covered in 2 coats. So I was anticipating 2 coats in the jams and everything, and then 3 on the outside. But the DV1 was malfunctioning. It needed to be cleaned, which I don't understand how it got dirty in the first place, because I take good care of it. But so as you can see here, I think I mentioned in the upcoming video here that we switched back to the Iwata orange cap, and it was leaving a little bit of a striping, real faint striping, tiger stripes you call it. So I took the DV1 apart and I cleaned it again, with needles and stuff, and actually got it working how it should. So I guess you can call it a drop coat or a final coat on all the outside panels with the DV1, and that fixed all the striping and modeling that we had, which was really minor, but we were concerned the clear would emphasize it, and then it would be in your face, and we'd end up having to repaint, which this paint was not cheap. I believe they wanted $1,900 a gallon, but Bobby was able to get it a little bit cheaper than that. So it was a lot of spraying going on. Like I say, I know some people use 2K sealer. I've personally never used it. Epoxy works just fine. I have no issues with epoxy, and it's easy to spray once you get the hang of it. You just want a uniform coat. That's all. So spraying in the garage setting like this, you're not going to get away from dirt nibs, period. No matter what you do, no matter if you set up a booth with plastic sheeting out of PVC pipe or all the precautions you can take, you're gonna get dirt nibs, period. If you don't have filtered intake air, you're gonna get dirt nibs. So you can't really control that. You can do your best to prevent them or reduce the amount by cleanliness, but you're gonna get them. So that being said, I think the area of focus when you're doing a garage painting is to try and perfect the things you can control, which are runs, dry spray, even overlap, good hose management, not dragging the hose around, not dripping your sweat, things like that you can control, especially the no runs. So here we are spraying a base coat. I like to cut it all in first, going around the fenders, cutting them in so that you don't miss those areas. And we really didn't record a whole lot of the base coat. We just, we were in the zone, man. Me and Johnny were spraying. We basically split the car up, and then Bobby and other friend Fredo were, making sure the hose is good and not slapping around and moving the light bar there so we can see. So it really was a 4-man thing. And we didn't record any of the clear coat spraying because it gets so foggy in there, even with the door cracked, that you couldn't see what we was doing anyways, and I didn't want to damage my camera. So, but it was a pretty successful day. There is some dirt nibs on the hood and trunk, but we're gonna knock all those down. That's the least of my concerns, and we're gonna be flow coating this. So we finally made it, and looking good.
So man, it's been 2.5 hours since base coat. We're gonna wait about another 45 minutes because it's only 86 in here. It's not 96 like we thought it would be.
Humidity's low too. I don't really feel it. Yeah.
76%.
Is
So.
it? Yesterday he felt like.
Yeah. So man, things went pretty smooth for the most part. We had some problems with the DV1, so we sprayed with the orange Cap Iwata, and it got us there. But the final coat of base coat, it had some real faint striping. So I cleaned the DV1 real good and tried it again, and it sprayed good. So it was dirty, and we went another coat over the big flat areas, roof, actually the whole car.
Yeah, we did the whole.
We did not a full coat, not the jams, not the firewall, just the outside panels.
Yeah.
The flat surfaces to get away from the stripes, and it seems to have worked. So I'm gonna do a walk around. I mean, overall, it looks how we expected it.
Yeah.
It is a challenge painting with the doors on. We hadn't done that in a while. We usually take them off. But the payoff is going to come because we ain't got to put the doors on.
Yeah.
So, boom, they're already on. They're lined up and all that. Pretty much everything is in 4 coats of base. And that's because on the 3rd coat, like I said, it had some minor tiger striping. But the DV1 fixed it. So I'm glad that we were able to figure that out. Man, this color is real trippy because it's peach, it's K Corral or coral, it's pink.
It's got a bunch of
silver.
pearls, man. Like,
yeah,
I don't know if the camera catches it, but it's like, man, sometimes
it looks like in some areas it looks like we don't have complete coverage because the sealer was gray.
Yeah.
But it's covered.
Yeah, that pearl, silver, whatever is coming through.
We're definitely not seeing any scratches because we sealed it. We went 600 wet, then we sealed it. So there's no scratches, which is good. There's no runs or anything like that. No mishaps so far with the hose or anything like that. So we're in business. The skirts, they look pretty good. This one has a weird something going on. We might have to end up redoing that, but we're gonna see how it looks when it's cleared. Camera's probably not gonna pick it up. It's like a little mist dent, I guess you can call it. Moonroof cover looks pretty good. Trunk hood, fenders.
Yes, I saw somebody in the comments commenting about the metal cover,
Yeah.
metal cap.
Oh, that was on
I think Instagram. So yeah, you can hit up.
Justin makes those. He makes them
Justin.
44 and 42.
Yeah.
They're a metal cover, and you can either glue them on. I think we did glue it on. I don't remember.
Yeah, I'm not sure how.
And then of course the bodywork and all that, but it's a metal 44 moonroof
Yeah.
cover. And man, they're on point. It fits like a glove.
Yeah, they're real good, and you almost don't even need a shade inside.
Hey, yeah, really, yeah, it is a shade.
That is a shade.
So, trunk looks good. We just tacked it off. There's no sweat or anything like that on it, so that's good. Fenders look pretty good.
Yeah.
So I think we said we was gonna wait till 12:30.
Yeah, I think we got like another 30 minutes. And
We're a little behind schedule, but we got all day, technically.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be using the Euro, SPI Euro, which is my go-to. Use it, I don't know how many cars, probably 5 or 6. I'm gonna mix it 4 to 1 to 1. 4 to 1 to 1 reducer.
Okay.
So we got 2 gallons. We're not gonna go through 2 gallons right now, but we are gonna flow coat this, so eventually we will go through 2 gallons. We're gonna be using Iwata 1.4 LPH silver cap. We ditched the disposable cups because we're gonna be going through a lot of clear. So just strain it, pour it, and go. Probably gonna spray it around 28 psi, 28 to 30, somewhere around there.
Bobby, what's the giveaway?
How many body mods my car has?
How many body mods does Bobby's car have?
So far.
Oh, so far. Okay. Okay, so far. To date. To date.
Now
To date. There's more to come.
What?
More to come.
There's more?
Oh shit, alright.
How many? I think I do.
Yeah.
Maybe you do too.
I think I do.
Yeah. I was talking to you.
Oh, the view. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, you know. Yeah.
Okay, it's man trying to be photogenic
He was engaging with the...
Yeah, man.
with the audience. Okay.
Yeah, you gotta engage with the
Okay,
audience, man.
do it
Let
again.
them know, man.
Do it
Yeah,
again.
yeah. Huh?
And do it again. He got stage fright. He got stage fright.
Yeah, man. Now you got me on. You know.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, so how many body mods does Bobby's car
62 have right here.
62 have?
I just did a walk around. I'm gonna do another one for the people in the back.
I mean, we mentioned them throughout the video, so if you're a long-time viewer,
Yeah, if you've been watching it, then you already know.
yeah, you've been watching the videos, you know how many he has. So just count them.
So I'm gonna do a walk around. Tell me how many body modifications are done on this car.
Yeah. They changed that, did they? Well, that was only 61. I think 60 had it, yeah.
All right.
Okay.
It's man, dude.
Hey, did you already
Wet paint.
did you already show the people the
I did
cars?
a little walk around, but we can do it, man, if you want. This is we call it what do we say? 3 makes a class.
Oh, 3 makes class, yeah.
3 makes a class, man. This is 3 of our cars right here. We got 3 more in the works. Bobby's is one of them. We got the 68, and then we got the 59, man. So
Yeah.
everything's a different color. Everything is unique in its own, and everything is built by us, man. Like, we don't go nowhere.
Yes,
We don't pay nobody for nothing. We do everything ourselves, man.
It's all
We
in
take a lot of
house.
pride in that.
Yeah. I mean, not a lot of people can say that, you know.
2-door Lincoln, 2-year only. Thing's clean as fuck.
2-door.
Uh-huh.
How many of these do you see and then you're thinking, oh man, it's clean, all of a sudden it turns into a 4-door. You know?
Yeah, man. Got Nardi, redone guts, AC cold, gold trim.
Actually, I like the interior is stock looking, but it's new.
Yeah. In fact, when he pulled the seats out, they said, "Why are you redoing them?" Yeah. Original vinyl top.
Yeah.
Original vinyl top, man. Look at that.
Dyed to match the car.
That's the car. And there's a video on that.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. You don't got the keys, do you?
Yep.
Show the viewer, or remind the viewers. You know,
Mind them? Okay, here we go.
we got a little setup. You know,
We got a
little 2 pump.
cameraman over here.
It's a little dusty.
It's okay.
Well, no, not only that, but dude drove the car an hour to come paint Bobby's car.
Yes, sir. Say that again.
Literally drove this car an hour south to paint Bobby's car.
Got an Nardi,
Showed up at 6 a.m. in his car.
a plush, AC.
Yeah, man. Cold AC.
Hey, Bobby was cold on the way up here. He was shivering.
In fact, when you got out, something was frosty. What did you bring this morning?
The cup.
The cup. Oh, the hard cup for the paint.
Yeah.
For the disposable. The shit was frosty.
Look at
Yeah,
that.
it was
And I'm
cold,
like,
bro.
wait, we gotta warm this up, man. 'Cause
Hey.
this is gonna mess with the base coat.
Look at that.
That's the real deal.
Yeah.
Gold,
And that works. Yep.
gold emblems. You got the third brake light down here.
Yeah.
That actually works.
Yeah, I'm turning them on.
It ain't for show. It ain't no reflector.
You know, man.
But that actually works. You see that? A lot of people just use those as reflectors.
Yes.
But these are actual real lights.
Like it says blue collar like his hat.
Yeah. Yeah. And these are handmade boards that I did for the tail lights.
LED.
LED. Let me hit the LED.
Go ahead.
Look at that.
Made those brake lights, man.
See, they don't make these.
No.
Nope, they don't.
That's custom.
For sure.
And y'all want custom? Y'all gotta hit him up.
Yeah, man.
Red Rocket.
He does
On
the
Instagram.
third brake lights for the trunk emblems, scallops,
Impalas.
Impalas.
Well,
and mirrors.
what do you call those Impalas? The SS?
Super Sports.
Super
yeah.
Sports?
Yeah, 95, 96 Super Sport, 95, 96 Cadillac,
The mirrors.
the Fleetwood,
And if you ain't got them, better get some.
Yeah, man.
Roadmaster. Also.
Roadmaster.
Same car.
Yeah, man.
I got a few mods coming up on this one.
Oh, more in
Yeah.
store?
Yeah. Yeah, some really subtle things, but it's gonna set it off.
It's clean, man.
Yeah, very subtle. I'm actually gonna replace those for some better ones.
And we got the 60 here. Award winning,
Yes.
Oh, come on.
setup winning.
Maybe.
I mean, you know,
Maybe, man. Nah, what's more important is that we built the car, man.
yeah. Well,
We
that's
built all these cars.
well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, we built them, and we got the hardware to prove
For sure.
that they're noteworthy. They're like people are actually taking
Yeah, man.
notice and saying, yeah, he's
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
Everybody talks about going to their painter. Everybody talks about that, man. About going paint prison, this and that. Well, let me tell you something, man. Paint prison or prison in general don't send no invitations, man. You put yourself there.
Yeah.
You can learn how to do it yourself. I did. He did.
But
We did.
At least with some of the information that you have
Absolutely,
shown,
man.
you can actually.
You ain't got to wait on nobody, man. You ain't got to wait on nobody.
Even if you do go to a painter, you actually know a little bit about how long something
If
should
they're
take.
dicking you around,
Yeah, exactly.
you can know right away if they're dicking you around.
Right
Yeah.
off the bat.
Right off the bat, man. You can know if you're getting dicked. So, you know, everybody talk about my painter this, my painter that, man. Man, we are the painter. But I ain't no painter. In fact, I think when we painted this car, I said we ain't no painter, but we paint cars.
Yeah.
None of us have been professionally trained, man, in any of this, man.
No, trial and error.
Trial and error, man.
Every day.
And Bobby's car is a testament to the channel. And I know earlier in the shop talk we talked about that Bobby's car is a prime example of what we try to do with the channel. And I'm going to chop it all up and you know, include that. But that is the summary of what we've been doing for the past 6 years.
Or longer, really.
There's no better teacher than trial and error.
For sure,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
For sure, man. Like,
Somebody
Okay.
can try to tell you something until they're blue in the face and you won't understand until
so
you
you put hands on it.
your hands on it, get your hands dirty.
Get a run, fix a run.
And then and now you know not to do it next time.
Right. Why did the run happen? You know what I mean? Get dry spray, fix dry spray. Get blotchy, fix blotchy. All that, man. Like, you don't know it until it happens. So you can, like you said, you can read instructions, you can read TDS sheet. All that shit is good in the paint booth. But today we painted Bobby's car. It started out at like 80 degrees when we
Yeah.
sprayed base coat.
Yeah.
When we finished, it was 92. Now,
Yeah.
how do you adjust for that temperature change?
You don't.
On top of that, the whole fucking car, excuse my language, the whole car, dash, firewall, roof, and the whole car, all around.
Yeah, all
we walked
pieces.
around that car 7 times
Yeah. Definitely.
with no runs. No runs. So it's a process, man. But once you establish that process, you stick to it. You can duplicate the results
Yeah.
every time. Boom, boom, boom. We use our clear. We use our gun. We use our settings. I don't want to, brag, but I ain't had a run in years
Yeah.
because of the settings we use, the clear we use, the way we reduce it, and all that.
And I think as time goes on, you'll only get better.
Absolutely.
You'll only perfect that. Whatever you're doing, you'll get better at it.
If you want to,
Yeah.
only if you want to.
Yeah.
That's it. You gotta want to do it, right?
For sure.
Ain't nobody gonna do it for you.
That's the first thing.
You gotta want to do it. So my vision was, well, first off, the green 60, like that's what I want.
Well,
so that's what we did.
And this showcases the work that's put into it. Not only from the paint and body, from the interior,
Sure,
from
man.
the hydraulics,
Wiring.
and a big part of the car is the engine.
Absolutely.
All that it just shows that you're taking that step to the next level, right? And learning from it.
Man, like I read a lot on online or Instagram or whatever. Everybody talks about my glass guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My wiring guy.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, it's nuts and bolts, man. This my motor guy.
Yeah.
This is 65-year-old technology, man.
Yeah.
It's nuts and bolts.
I gotta
literally.
check with my paint guy.
my paint guy.
Yeah.
No, you are that guy.
Yeah.
You are the glass guy.
Yeah.
See what I mean? Like, everybody's first thought is, oh, I gotta take it to my upholstery guy.
Yeah.
Why not try it yourself?
Yeah.
See what happens. What's the worst is
You lose a couple days.
you gotta take it somewhere.
Yeah. The worst thing is you lose a couple days worth of
And that's as bad as it gets. You gotta take it somewhere.
time, and then you go
if
somewhere
you're-
else. Yeah.
If you're already taking it somewhere, then you already as bad as it gets.
Yeah. Exactly.
Right?
Definitely. All
Why
that.
not try and get better?
All that to say is, man, I think you can do it yourself.
Sure.
Try doing it yourself. What are you calling it?
DIY movement, man. Like,
DIY movement.
the worst thing you can do is screw up and then have to take it somewhere. So why not screw it up first?
Yeah. Exactly.
But then not only that, you get your hand in it and you say, okay, well, man, you know, this little seat right here is a little wrinkly. I could maybe put some more padding and stretch it out a little more, or that, you know, that paint was a little runner. We could sand that down. If we burn through, we could put more base. Like, fix it.
And at least.
Anyways, man, the battery's dying.
So wrapping it up.
Man, Bobby's car is painted. It's a hell of a milestone, man. We barbecued. Big E right there, smoked 3 racks. Anyways, man, hope you guys enjoyed it. The car got paint. Everybody got fed. We had a good time. 4th of July. America wins.
Bobby, anything to say?
Wrapping it up.
I like it.
Like it. Okay. Bobby likes it. Short, sweet, to the point.
Next up, I'm gonna let this thing cook for about 2 weeks. We're gonna knock it down. We're gonna flow coat it, man. So y'all stay tuned for more work, man. Thanks for watching.
All right.